This right here is crazy, bro. Look, before we get into the video, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the SDC fam. We are on the road to 100K subscribers right now. So if you guys appreciate the content, show some love right now and like and subscribe. Do so right now. All right, let's get into the video.
What's your age?
I'm 30.
Are you single?
I am.
Do you think it's a red flag that you're single at 30?
Maybe to some people. I'd had a long-term relationship for a while up until like a couple years ago. So I think that for some people that have a very antiquated sense of romance and modern dating, it's possible they could see it as a red flag.
So why did you end that relationship?
Because we met when I was 19 and I grew into somebody that was very different than who I was at 19 years old, and the partner that I would have chosen at 28 was much different than the person that I had chosen at 19.
And how long was this prior relationship?
8 years. It was just a matter of falling out of love and being somebody new and just wanting to explore life as an individual versus always being tied to somebody.
How do you approach dating now, being that your 8-year relationship has ended?
It's not going to be just anybody. It's going to be the right person because I'm extremely content being single and I have a certain level of peace that I'm not willing to sacrifice that.
She belongs to the streets.
Yo, I keep telling y'all, fam, one thing about a bird will always return back to the streets, bro. Now, she just wasted 8 years of a good man life. 8 years. And that's why I keep telling y'all, man, you gotta observe your girl. You gotta pay attention to the signs, bro. Once you hear a woman say, well, I was young, I was 19, and I'm at a different place in my life right now. No, you was just eager to return back to the streets and you just didn't want to be in a committed situation. That's all it really is. So now she want to play the streets. Now let's just say she's free after she wasted a good man time. Sad, man. Fellas, the best thing you could do out here in 2024, bro, is to focus on yourself, bro. Think about the fact that this woman is 30, and she rather be in the streets than to be in a relationship. This is why you gotta pay attention to the signs, bro. The signs are always there. The worst thing a man could do is ignore the signs. This right here is sad, man. Fellas, be wise out here.
Where's a good place to find guys?
A sports event.
But I don't like sports.
I know, but the guys we like do.
So I've got to sit there and
Yes.
pretend.
Get cute and let's go to a soccer game. We gotta go where successful, nice men that we would want to date would be. A museum?
A museum.
Am I too auntie?
No. I mean, yeah, that's like mature.
Yes.
But what is a nice chocolate daddy doing in a museum?
Thinking, being creative, investing in art.
Ooh.
Art galleries where there's $1 million paintings.
Co-working spaces?
No, he's boring.
Where else would you find nice?
The gym.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
Yo, I keep telling y'all, fam, these women on these podcasts are all birds. Like, once you see a woman sit down on a podcast and sounding like this, do she sound like a woman that you will wife? Look, this chick right here said a few years ago that she wouldn't date a man who works 9 to 5. That was a few years ago. She's still single till this day. And here's the reality about women like her. Women like her want what they can't have. Now, this chick right here, she's probably making a couple of dollars off her podcast and her books, and maybe she's career driven, but that's not gonna up your value on the dating market. Nobody cares about your career. Nobody cares about your money. Now, women like her have a hard time looking themselves in the mirror and finding a man that's on their level. So because they refuse to do that, they will go through their entire lives running through dudes that's not going to commit to them. Then maybe when she reach like 40 or something, that's when she probably going to be looking for some sucker out here desperately. That's the life of women like this. But fellas, if you see a chick on a podcast, bro, trust me, she's a bird. And here's the thing, women like her are influencing the younger women that are coming up because they listen to a bunch of single, thirsty women who are delusional because instead of finding a man that's on their level, they rather keep chasing the men who don't want them. These are two grown women talking about where can we find men. This is sad, bro. But fellas, take heed. And like I always say, bro, treat a bird like a bird.
Good for you, sis. Everybody knows that friend that doesn't mind being your friend as long as you're not winning more than them. Some of y'all are married to those people that as long as you're doing good enough, they don't want you to do too good. They don't want you to do anything that they themselves don't feel like they can accomplish. And when you do it, they're going to find a way to try to sabotage you, because that is what that man tried to do to his wife. He tried to sabotage her, and he tried to do it in a way in which that it wouldn't look like a sabotage. It just looked like he was trying to like get his kids to give his wife a hug. But you could have literally done that on the other side of the tape. Literally just a few yards over. You could have had those kids waiting at the finish line, at the other side of the finish line, so that when she crosses the finish line, she can hug her kids. Instead, right before this lady is supposed to finish her race, you put her children in her way while she's running. So not only are you a fucking hater, it is unsafe. It's unsafe because she's not the only one on the road, and while they are her kids and she's concerned for their safety, so she's going to make sure that she moves out of their way. There's no guarantee that everybody else in that race is going to do that. And then he has the audacity to be standing there like after she runs past him, like he's baffled that this lady would continue the race. What was your expectation? Was the expectation for her to literally stop a marathon to hug her children so that people can then surpass her? What was the end goal? What was, like, that is some hater shit. That is some hater shit. And the fact that she did not even take a second to look back lets you know she knows he's a hater. She knows she's married to the op.
This right here is sad. And as you guys can see, she is clearly reaching. But this is the life of a single, lonely, bitter woman. You know she ain't got a man in her life. And if she do, he's not going to stay for long because that energy is so negative. When you're around a low vibrational woman like her, bro, you don't want to be around that type of energy for too long. Women like her really need help. They need therapy. Now, she watching something like this, she will never be able to understand the dynamic of what transpired. Like his wife was down there already close to the finish line. So, the kids try to ran and greet her. No big deal. But she finished the race and her family was there to support her. But when you're dealing with these masculine, bitter women, they will see something positive like this and turn it into something negative. That's why, as a man, it's wise to keep away from these types of women, bro. Like when a woman is single too long, fam, you gotta see where her mind is at. Because a lot of times when a woman is single too long, it's like she's so engulfed with negativity that her mindset, everything she sees is negative. Even if it's positive, in her bird brain is negative. And as these women get older, it only gets worse because they don't seek help. Listen, to all the single, bitter women out there, we know what you're going through. Y'all are mad every night because y'all don't have a man in your lives and y'all have to look at other couples and find something negative to say about it, we understand. But y'all need to seek help. The fact that a woman could watch something like this and try to turn it into something negative is just sad, man. We gotta do better as a people. Ladies, if y'all hurt, if y'all got trauma, seek help. But don't try to date. Because when a woman is single, lonely, and bitter for too long, after a while, that shit becomes cancerous. Like that negative energy becomes cancerous, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. I call women like her bitter hens because as they get older, it just get worse. Fellas, keep away from women like this, bro. Because women like this will either get you in jail or get you 6 feet under. Trust me. Be wise out here, fellas. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.